So there are two ways how to set a 3D line. One is with an AirLeash, and the second one is with the Airdog app. So let's start with an AirLeash. So to do that, you have to power on the AirLeash. Just hold the OK button until it powers on. Then press the menu button, which are the three stripes. Cycle through the menu with the left and right arrows until you see Create a Line menu. Press OK to enter the menu. Then it shows you the description that I'm gonna show you right now. You can either read it fully through or just press OK to skip it. And so the first thing you need to go is actually go the line you want to set. And now it tells me to go to the first point, actually walk there, wait a little bit, and press OK to set the point. So let's imagine I want Airdog, so you have to walk actually the line you want Airdog to fly. So in this case, I'm just gonna walk here, where I'm gonna set the first point. And I'll walk here, it says press OK to set. Then it says you have to select the altitude in this point where the line should be vertically. So in this point, I want Airdog to be, and you can change this by pressing up or down button. And it says, okay, in this point, Airdog will be at 10 meters. So this point horizontally, Airdog will, the first point is going to be 10 meters higher than we are right now. So, okay, for me it's fine, I press OK. And then it says, go to point 2, and it must be farther than 5 meters. So actually, as you walk, you see the distance from the previous point. So it now shows 2 meters, 3 meters. Just gonna walk like, let's say 10 meters or 30 feet. So it's about here. And we see, yeah, the distance from the previous point, and it says press OK to set the point. Again, in this, let's imagine that here's a big tree and I want Airdog to fly above it. So I'm standing next to the tree, pressing OK. And it says select the altitude. So let's imagine this tree is 30 meters or let's say 20 meters high, but just to be sure, I'm gonna set 25 meters. So in this point where the tree is, let's imagine that I want Airdog to fly above it. And so to keep it safe, let's do it like this. Again, press OK to confirm. And yeah, let's make a 3-point line. Let's make a triangle. So there was the first point. This is the point where the tree is. Let's walk another place. Again, it must be farther than 5 meters from the previous point. So usually it's much farther than that. So okay, now I'm about 15 meters. I'm gonna press OK because this is the point I want to set. So there's like a third point. And in this point, I want actually Airdog to come back down to 10 meters. 10 meters is the lowest altitude currently that you can set in the 3D line, just to be safe. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Press OK. Select the altitude. 10 meters are fine. So for this presentation, I'm fine with just 3 points. So to save the line, you have to press the menu button, which is the 3 stripes. When you press it, it asks you, do you want to make the line circular, like it will continuously go in a circle, and in that specific order that you set the points. So the first point, second point, third point, and then again the first, second, third. So here's the option where you can choose it. If you don't want to make it to go like in a circle, you just press menu, which means no, or you press OK, which will join the third and the first point. So I will click no for this presentation, and then it asks, do you want to save? And you press OK to save, or menu to cancel, in this case OK. It will show you the line name. So in this case it's October 24th, and behind the dash it's the line 1. So today we created the first line. When I create another line with the leash, it will just add these numbers. So later on when I'm going to show you the application version, the mobile app version, we will see this line name. So it's good to just note like which line you just did. Yeah, and now it's stored in the leash. You can turn off the leash and then just walk up to the AirDog, power on the AirDog, turn on the leash, it will sync, and the line will be on the dog, on the drone, and you can fly it. So it's already synced. But if you wanna tweak it or make another line, you can use the mobile app. So let's just do it in this video. So this was the line created with the leash. It's right there, it's in the leash. Once you sync it with the drone, it's on the drone and it's good to go. So once you have returned from your line setting quest and you're back at your next to your drone, you just power on the AirDog, insert the battery, long press the power button until all LEDs are lit. Then turn on the AirLeash. If you have turned it off, I just turned mine off. It doesn't matter really. So, and you let the leash to sync the line with, but you will see the syncing screen, and that means that the leash sends the line to the drone, and you can actually fly it. So to do that, you have to actually select the activity which allows the line mode. So let's press the menu button and do that. Press menu, go right until you see activities, and for this demonstration let's just use the racetrack mode, which so the primal follow mode is line. So let's just select that, and it will ask us to verify or check or modify all the parameters. So the follow mode will be line, and let's go to the next one. Just press right. So line name, currently it says none. Press OK to change the line. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna select the line October 24th, first one, which I created previously. So press OK, and you see that the line is selected. Then you can scroll through all the other parameters. This one is quite interesting, line settings, where you can actually tell the drone to be in front of you or follow you from the rear. So you can set the offset in meters. So if you're gonna have a positive value, the drone is going to be a little bit in the front. So the line, let's imagine the line goes like parallel to you, and in this case it will fly 5 meters farther than I am. And if you set the value to negative, so it's like -5, that means I will keep going, but the drone will stay behind 5 meters. So this is an interesting parameter you can play around with. You can do that actually while AirDog is flying with the right and left arrow buttons. So in advanced settings you can actually set a safe altitude, which means the altitude AirDog is going to ascend when it's going to the first point. So if there's some obstacles or objects in the way from the takeoff spot to the first point, you can adjust this altitude just to make sure that AirDog clears it. So it's a nice feature. You can set it not so high, you can set it lower if the environment allows that. So there are no objects taller than this altitude, okay? So once you're already scrolling the second time, the same parameters, you see the follow mode line, so you know that you checked everything. You can press the menu button again, the 3 stripes, and it asks you to save or cancel the settings that you changed. In this case we want to save, and my AirDog still asks for the sensor check, but basically AirDog is now ready to fly the line that I just created with the leash.